Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the New Year's Eve video. So I'd like to thank everybody for the support with the Sea Fishing Show YouTube channel. It's been first year for it, and it's been very interesting. I've very much enjoyed doing it. As always, the videos I do are aimed at educational purposes and obviously trying to help people get on the path to sea angling and stuff. And over the years, it's worked wonders for Sea Angling Adventures, and helped many an angler along the way. And it's been nice downscaling it. And what I feel personally with the Sea Fishing Show, it's took a lot of the best parts of Sea Angling Adventures down to the viewers and brought them into one circle. And it's introduced me to people directly. I've made a few new friends and stuff through the channel, and very much enjoyed doing it at the same time, guys. But it's 2024, very interesting year. We're gonna have a drink this evening with it. So we'll pour. What shall we have? I've got a glass here somewhere. There we go. I'll tell you what we'll have. We'll have a nice rum, shall we? We'll have a nice rum. Let's have one of these. So we don't get used very often, this bar, but it will do tonight as we raise our glasses to 2025. 2024. So it's a bit of a strange year for me, really. Work-wise, been fantastic. Not really had its downs. It's been a positive year work-wise. Fishing, I've done a lot of new things this past year. I spent a lot of time abroad doing overseas fishing, which I've very much enjoyed. Started off going, where did we go first? I think we went to Tenerife first, and a few rays and different bits. Headed over to Norway, and then went back to Fuerteventura. And really enjoyed Fuerteventura. I mean, for me personally, I can see myself going back many times now, just because of the fishing and how I feel the UK back in the 80s and like 70s, 80s and 90s really saw the best of what England has to offer for fishing. And it gets harder and harder and harder, as many of us know. Having said that, the rewards are always there. There's some fantastic fish to be caught for those of you that put the time and effort in. And 2024 has seen a lot of decent fish being pulled out from anglers that put the time and effort in. And we'd like to raise a glass to them especially, because that is dedication, guys. You don't go and get those type of fish just by going once or twice. It's a lot of hard work and dedication, and it shows at the end of the day. Me personally, I feel I've got to a stage in my life where I don't know. I think it's just from the year I've had, really. I mean, I've done a bit of fishing this year, not as much as I try to calm it down a little bit. And I've done a lot of like videos, educational videos and stuff like that, more than getting out fishing, if I'm honest. Done a bit of raying early, done a bit of breaming early, done a little bit of raying here and there. Not put loads and loads of time in. To be honest, some decent rewards for the effort that I did put in, really. Some nice small eyes, some nice breams, some nice blondes. But yeah, nothing to shout out. A few big bullaces and stuff like that. But no, I've had a really positive fishing 2024 fishing. And as I started going through, so I've done a lot of things. I played a bit of golf at the beginning of the year. I picked up a golf club over Christmas to have a match with Nick and Gav and Nathan, and it's probably going to be the last time I pick up a golf club. It's a crazy thing, golf, guys. It really is. I mean, I did put a lot of work and hard work into it a couple of years back, and had a few lessons and stuff like that. And it's not like riding a bike, because I couldn't hit a ball. I reckon I hit 3 balls at 120. But it was a good day. It's nice to get together with the guys and stuff like that. And it was good. But what have I learned from 2024? What will I take away? I mean, as you get older, I think you get more wiser. And I have enjoyed spending more time with family, especially like the kids and stuff this year. I've I think it's part of growing up, and I feel personally it's took me 44 years to realise it. I know a lot of you from the channel will know through obviously losing my nan back in November, and it was very challenging, and it's something I don't think I'll ever truly get over, if I'm honest with you. It's just, I don't know, I feel like personally I feel part of me died with her, and crazy thing to say, but that's how I feel, if I'm honest. I mean, I think the grieving process is the upsetness and stuff like that, and you've got to come to terms with what happened, but I don't think it gets any easier and stuff like that as you go on. And I've spoke to a lot of individuals over the past few months who have lost loved ones and stuff like that, and to be honest, the fishing community have been fantastic. I mean, for people, the messages I've had come through, the conversations I've had with people and stuff like that, and people sharing their experience with me. And I'd like to have a toast to you guys as well, for those that aren't here, because when I say it from my personal experience, there was many people that have gone through that. And one thing I do take away from that experience and the stories that I was told is how fortunate we were to have a lady pass away in her 80s, because a lot of people don't get that luck. A lot of people lose their lives at very young ages, horrible diseases, and it's just a horrible part of life. And this one goes out to all of you with that, because it's strange, isn't it? It is strange, because me personally, I always thought you're always going to be there. You know what I mean? You can put something off, and especially when it comes to fishing, I feel like I can do that next weekend. You know what I mean? I'll go into that. I'm going fishing today. You look at the tides and stuff like that, and it really was a big wake up calls in my life, if I'm honest with you. And it's something that will be a positive thing out of a negative thing, because it's taught me the importance of life in a way. And I get wrapped up in so much like stuff which doesn't really concern me, if I'm honest. The politics and everything what goes on. I'm very passionate about what I do and when I do things and stuff like that. And I expect things to be, you know what I mean? I think sometimes I overthink things. I expect people to have the same passion about something and ways of how I think, where it's not life, is it? I mean, you're always going to get idiots in life. You're always going to get the good and bad, and the ugly is probably the best way. You get really good guys, individuals with morals and stuff like that, and then you just get idiots. And unfortunately, the world's full of them. And those that aren't always shine through. And one of the things I can take away from my experience, obviously going through November and December, was the friends that I've got and the friends I had around me, and those friends shone through. Oh, they really did. I mean, I was so lucky with the friends I've got, because the ones at the end of the day, when you're going through something like that, I know it's difficult for everybody, but those that want to make the effort will make the effort, and without you even asking. And I was very much lucky enough to have some really good friends. And I don't need to name them, they know who they are. And even people that I don't know very well, I've got to be honest, I've had some fantastic support with it as well. And it's something that I won't forget, put it this way. And I feel like, personally, I look at it in a different way now. And yeah, I think it's one thing we should do. Now, over this Christmas, I've had a fantastic Christmas, I've got to be honest. I spent a lot of the time with my family. Christmas Day, we've got a big family get together and stuff like that. And we're doing the same New Year's Eve. And it's, I feel Christmas, that's what Christmas is about. And normally, I don't do stuff like that, you know what I mean? Normally, spend the day at home with the other kids, either here or not here. Boxing Day, I'm out fishing. The day after, I'm out fishing. I did get to get out fishing. I went and met up with Gav and Rob York and Adam and Geffin and that the other day, and we went up to Wayne Jarman, we went up to the channel. Wasn't very good. One decent fish had out though by Geff's mate. He smashed it with £13 9 ounce fawn back, which was lovely to see. And at the end of the day, that's what it is for me. I mean, I don't feel that I can ever take my fishing where because I think once you get into specimen fishing, it's just something which always stays there, and I've got to try and find that balance somehow, and I don't know how I'm going to find it, because the trouble is you've got to be out catching. I know you can always look back through your sort of your head and know where fish is on tides and stuff, and weather conditions and stuff like that, but nothing's ever guaranteed, is it? With English fishing, it's always going to be like that from now on. I mean, we did a couple of sessions in Tenerife and it was fish. Did a couple of fish sessions over in Ventura and it was big fish and decent fish every time you went, you know what I mean? And I think sometimes that's, for me personally, that's what it's about. But 2024, guys, I hope it was as good as you and as it was for me in many ways, and lessons you obviously learn, and one lesson I've learned, and I will share it with you. This is not a fishing tip today, guys. It's a life lesson in a way. Spend time with your loved ones. Honestly, just spend as much time as you can, because when you can, it's a very hard thing. If I'm honest, it's something which you can't do nothing about, and the only thing you can do is make the time and effort while they're there, and just hope that time goes on. And at the end of the day, you're always gonna have people gonna have the hobbies and stuff like that. And I think, as many of you know, and probably this year or next year, I'm not making any rash decisions as of yet, but I'm gonna do a video on an interview on my life, really. And it should be an interesting story, because it's had its ups and downs. And I think that's what life's about. But, at the end of the day, I stand here now. I'm in my house. I've got some nice stuff around me. I've worked very hard over the years and stuff like that to get what I've got. I've never been given never been spoon fed with nothing. At the end of the day, what I own and purchase is stuff what I've worked my ass off. And when I say work my ass off, I mean work my ass off. You're getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and getting home sometimes at 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock at night, you know what I mean? And sometimes that's 6 days, sometimes 7 days a week. And you've got to do that at the end of the day, because what I see it all the time where people moan and groan and stuff like that. And the only trouble is, if you're in a position in life where you physically are not happy, the only person that can do anything about that is you. And hard work is what it's going to take, determination. If you're not happy in your job, change it. New year. There's no point just going on and on and on and moaning and groaning and stuff like that. You're in a job which you hate. Do something about it. Make that change. You're in a relationship, you're not happy. You want to get out of it, make that change. You're where you are in life. You want new things. You want more. Make that change, because if you don't, the clock is ticking, and when none of us are getting any younger, this will be forgotten about the day after tomorrow. And today's news is old news 2 days later. And unfortunately, it's a big part of life. Life's a big roller coaster full of ups and downs, and it will throw things at you. And at the end of the day, the only thing you can do is ride it. You just got to ride it through the highs, lows, love, sadness, happiness. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things, isn't it? And we all raise a glass to 2025. May your lines be tight, may your glasses be full, may your plates be full, may your pockets be big. And hopefully the main one is health and happiness to all. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That's something a bit different for a New Year's Eve video from me. But at the end of the day, I feel personally I've learned a few things in the last couple of months. And that's what the channel is about. It's about learning to do with sea angling, and at the same time with sea angling, what's more important than life lessons, you know what I mean? And a lot of people will sit there and say, what is he on about? And some of you will sit there and say, he's finally got it. 44 years it's took. And yeah, hopefully it's it's a lesson well learned. A lesson well learned. But guys, Happy New Year. Let's not dwell on the past. Let's look forward to the future. Raise the glasses for those that are not here and those that are. May you have a really good Happy New Year for 2025 and look forward to what the year will bring. Tight lines.